Hello everyone and welcome to part 6 of StarTropics. I'm Andrew and today we are going to this file and we have Chapter 6 Reunion. Subsea is searching for Dr. Jones's location. Again, still. And Navcom catches signal in time. So yeah, this chapter is going to be one of the longer ones. It's probably going to be right up there with Chapter 3. Well, not quite. I don't think it will be that long. As long as Chapter 3. But yeah, what we have to do now is, as you can see up here, sort of have this big island in the way. So we have to go through here. But yeah, it's going to be about as long as Chapter 3 because there's a lot of exploration on the Overworld to do at the beginning. And one of the levels is quite long. Probably one of the longest levels in the game. But first, let's go to this village here. We don't have to come here, but we might as well. We're going by anyway. I'm the oldest one of all in the islands. 199 years old, but young at heart. Here's a secret. Try looking for a big heart on an isle around here. Wow, 199 years old. That's awesome. Welcome to How Do You Do, Cole? Boy, I'm a game master. Name Poe's poem. So as you remember, we probably met the guy. We probably did, but we did meet the guy named Poe back in Chapter 3, right before the last dungeon. So it wants us to name his poem. Now, there's actually no way to enter it there. It just sort of gives you the blanks so you can enter it in yourself, I suppose. Are you a game master? And then I see he's basing the fact of whether you're a game master or not on your ability to memorize poems now. So anyway, hi, I'm the third oldest in all the islands, 177 years. Third oldest? Then how is the person who's 129 the second oldest? Now there's some kind of miscommunication here. Anyway, let's see what this guy has to say. Boy, I may have seen the same boat as yours. About a month ago. Dr. PJ's, DJ, Dr. What'd-you-call-him, was sailing your boat, searching for a lost whatchamacallit, you know. Yes, I know. Always looking for those lost whatchamacallits. Crazy archaeologist. Hi, I'm the second oldest in all the islands, 188 years. You say you've already met the second oldest? You must be mistaken. You must have bananas in your ears. Ha! Bananas in my ears? That's absurd. What kind of sane person would ever do that? I mean, seriously. Bananas in your ears? Anyway. Alert, alert, alert! Signal detected. Dr. J's location is North 49, East 28. Subsea is ready to launch at all ahead full. So yeah, when it says north and east, it literally means like spaces. So right now, going east is right, north is up, and yeah. So basically, what you want to try to do is get to the location that it's saying. But right now, what we want to do is we want to go up, as I was doing before, but then went down because I was too busy talking. So yeah, what we want to do is go up and try to get there. So we're going north, although we're not exactly going east, we're kind of going west. So we're kind of only going one correct direction. Although hopefully we'll loop around back. There's an island with some stairs, and there's another one over there. So one of those probably has that big heart that the person was talking about. So let's go in here. Let's do some diving. And if we go up, we'll go to this completely pointless little place here. Nothing to do here. So let's go back. And keep going down. So yeah, as you can see, we're going to be spending a lot of time in Subsea, just searching for those coordinates that we were given by Navcom. And every time we get out and go back into Subsea, he'll tell us how close we are now. So let's go down these stairs, and there we found... What's this? You've got a big apple! Whoa! That's awesome. It's delicious, but nothing happens. Wow. Completely useless items for the win. Anyway, let's see. Alert, alert, alert! Signal detected! Dr. J's location is North 25, East 59. So, we have to go a lot more east than we do north. So let's see. Let's go north here. That should take off a lot of that. And let's head east over here. So yeah, that big apple that you just saw, it does absolutely nothing. No one knows why it's exactly there. It's kind of just there for decoration, I guess. You get it and it's like, wow. Oh, in this one we have the big heart. You know, the one that's kind of in the way that we're supposed to go. I always figured the big heart should have been one that was like hidden more off to the side, but I guess that's just the way they did it. And now we're waiting for our hearts to fill up, because now we have 12 of them. 11 per row, so yeah, plus 1, now we have 12. So let's go out and back in the Subsea, and let's get our coordinates now. North 13, East 53, so we have to... We're doing pretty well for north, but not so much for east, but luckily we're going to be heading east right now. So let's do that. And keep going. And there's a little hut here, and we can get out on this little thing here. Let's go see what's up here. Ooh, what's this? Oh, what did that say? Who was this? Initials RC. Rob Cruzocola? That's pretty funny. Anyway. Let's go in here. Alert, alert, alert. Signal detected. North 4, East 29. So we're pretty much done for north. Although we're going to have to go south, unfortunately, before we can go east again. So yeah, we're going to go through here. And then, we're given 5 different options here to have to choose from. So, I guess we'll start from the right. And I said we'll start from the left, sorry. It's really neat. In the one of the issues of Nintendo Power, the one that was dedicated to StarTropics, you get a really nice, big fold-out map of this whole section here of Chapter 6. And it's really helpful, although, of course, if you've memorized it, you don't really need it. Yeah, let's see, let's go up here. And now we're sort of getting into more of the maze part, because there's a lot of dead ends around here. So, you have to kind of figure out where you're supposed to go. I'm kind of doing this the really long way, because I was just showing everything. So yeah, this kind of just led back to where we started. What we really want to do is we want to go down here. If we do this one, you'll see that just leads us to a dead end over here. So nothing much to do there. But if we go south and do this one, so yeah, now we're going south and west, so we're not really getting anywhere closer to our location at all. We'll find another set of stairs, and let's see what's down this one. And if we go in here, there's nothing, and it's honestly just nothing. There's absolutely nothing hidden in here. Like, they should have at least put the big apple there or something, like, somewhere where it was a bit harder to find. Or even the piece of the big heart would have been really neat to have there. North 63, East 12. We have to go really far north now. We went quite a ways south. So anyway, let's go here. No, not that one, sorry. Let's go here. I was right the first time. Let's go all the way up here. Going underneath all this stuff. So yeah, this should take care of most of our north. So let's go left. Captain, signal detected. North 20, East 11. So yeah, we're getting really close now, as he's giving us frequent updates. North 16, East 14. So we're going north, but we're going to have to go west a bit here. North 6, East 18. Well, if we cut through here, that should take care of a lot of the east. North 5, East 6. North 1, East 2. East 1. And the signal stopped. And if we keep going, it will tell us to go west, and then so the signal stops. So what we should do here is dive! Dive down. You can see a big hole up there. Wonder what that could have been made by. And this is really neat. This is really the only time you actually get to see Subsea underwater. I really like the graphic for it. There's nothing to do in this little space over here. It's kind of just going over there. What we want to do is go in this little tunnel up here. And when we do, it will save. Because what we have here is a really short little passageway that we can do as Mike. It's not really, I never counted that as a dungeon, and you'll see why. I was just going up to show you that you could go back to Subsea. Yeah, so you just kind of have a really straight path here, and it just gets darker, and you go in it again, and darker, and one more time, and we enter here. This really strange ruins-like place. I really like the music here. It's the same music that was played in Captain Bell's Memorial. And yeah, here's the real first dungeon. I've always just loved it down here. The whole feeling and everything. It's really awesome. So yeah, first dungeon. I mean, a whole new setting, a whole new ruins setting. I really like the graphics here. We're going here, and we're going to see for the first time the blue looper. And it's not much different than the green one. It will just walk around, and once it's in your sight, it will come after you. And we already have 4 stars, which is pretty cool. And here, we see the introduction of one of my favorite items, the anklet. So all your shirt and shoes turn orange. What you can do now is you can jump 2 spaces long. And I love that. That's really neat. It only lasts for the room that you get it in. So unfortunately it's not going to carry on now, so it's not like a permanent thing. But that's just really neat to weapon, and there's some pretty neat puzzles created around it, as you'll see in the next room. There's a huge puzzle that you have to figure out with the anklet. And we'll see that a few times. It's used a lot in this level. And we'll see it a few other times too. So now we have the blue and red mummies. The red ones take a few more hits than the blue ones. And we have out here. So the only way we can go is down here, since we can't jump those 2 squares up there yet. And we want to get this. So here we go, anklet power again. So we can, yeah, so you can turn while you're jumping. I've always liked that. So what we want to do is we want to go up here. you want to go over here and get this guy. Go back this way, to the left. Go here. And you can get that guy, although I made a wrong turn over here. Or we should have gone down, and to the left. And then you can go left here. So yeah. So now we have this room. So we have these guys, more red mummies. We kind of want to jump right where there's a gap. We don't get hit. We just want to stay in this gap until we can hit that switch, opening the treasure chest, and then we can stand in the middle and just fire away at everything. We just want to destroy these guys. Might take a few more hits, so we might have to get them one more time. Usually you can hit them just enough to have like one hit left. Then you'll just have to hit them again. So you have like there. Oh, that one didn't want to die. We have that one. That one didn't want to die either. Anyway, there we go. And that opens the door, but you might notice that tile over there on the top right. So if we go here and we jump to the right, there are invisible tiles. I've always loved that. Invisible tiles are so neat because you kind of think you know where a secret is, but you're not quite sure. Anyway, here we have the first appearance of the Armet. And it's a pretty strong enemy. It takes quite a few hits. It's kind of slow, but it still gets in your way. And here we have a boss. This boss is actually much like the big octopus that we fought in Chapter 2, except now has a bit more health, and it's pretty much the same thing. We also have the anklet, so we could go to the sides if we wanted to and shoot from there, but there's not much point. And this time we have no snowman doll to help us out. But yeah, so there we go. That was pretty easy. So yeah, level complete, and that's one level down already. And we're just going through this, aren't we? So yeah, hit that, and go up, and I lied. That was actually only the first half of the level. That was just the mini-boss. Here comes the real part anyway. So yeah, second half of the level, we're going to see a lot more of those Armets, and we're also going to see a few other new things. So like right here, I'm going to want to walk through this wall, and what we'll see is we can turn on the light, and we can actually see that we can walk through the wall on the top too, and quite possibly the bottom. So that kind of just gives us a view of what the room is going to look like. So if we go down, and to the left, and hit this, that will open the wall at the top, and as I'm sure everyone's figured out by now, those doors don't close when you leave the room, so that's really what we wanted to do first, since that will stay open. Then we want to grab the anklet, and we can jump down here, which will turn on the lights so we can see what we're doing. So now if we hit that switch, we can jump over here and get the double hearts, and if we go down here, we can hit this switch, which will give us the horse hide, another baseball-themed weapon. Just the baseball that goes all the way across the screen is pretty cool. We're going to be using that later. You don't want to waste it now. And we also have the spikes, or cleats. And they're really neat. All you do is press B, and it automatically attacks every single enemy in the room once. And those enemies were pretty weak, so they all died in one hit. So that's pretty cool. Now what we want to do here is clearly there's going to be an anklet, since we can't reach any of those blocks. We have some hearts there. But if we go up, we'll find in the other block way over there, don't get shot by those, the anklet down there. So let's go get that, and that will allow us to proceed. So you could use the cleats in this room to defeat the Armets that are at the top and bottom. So like we could have used it back there, and we could have used it here as well. But I usually save it for the next room, and you'll see why. So yeah, let's get rid of that guy. Don't jump up there, because that's 3 spaces. I don't know how many times I accidentally did that, thinking it was only 2 like the bottom. So yeah, go left, and nothing in that one. And here, we have a room with a whole bunch of mummies. And as you can see, they can walk over tiles, but luckily what we can do, we can just hit them all with the cleats. I waited a bit too long, and that one got a bit too close for comfort. Yeah, once you get stuck, you're pretty much toast. Luckily they don't take too many hits. Although I did lose quite a bit of health there. Let's see, I can't get all the stars. Oh well. We have a medicine bottle if we really need it, but we shouldn't, because we're just about at the end. And yeah, so we have this one last room, and the boss room is in the next room. And we get 2 hearts too, even though we only need 1. We want to go to the horse hide, and here we have the boss of the first dungeon, the real boss this time, of the first dungeon of Chapter 6. How much we can do right now, you don't want to get too close, because when it comes out of the wall, it would instantly kill you if it touched you. So just keep shooting when its mouth is open, otherwise you don't want to shoot, because you don't want to waste the horse hide, because I believe it's the only thing that hurts it. Luckily it doesn't take too many hits, so I'm not too worried that we're down to 10. So just wait for it. Wait for it. There we go. And there we go. Still have a few left. Kind of close for comfort. And once they're dying, you can touch them. You can go up to them, and they won't kill you. And here we go. End of the first level of Chapter 6. Now we're even deeper into the ruins. So there we go. Points, just shy of 60,000. So saving, refrain from turning off the power, or resetting, and good luck. So yeah, we're even deeper in the ruins now. There's no going back. So it looks like that's the last we're going to see of Subsea then. So yeah, what we want to do here is this is kind of like a maze. You don't really know where you're going to go. I'm going to show some of the dead ends and stuff too. There's only one secret hidden here. So as you can see, we have like dead ends there, and dead ends down here. But yeah, I'll show you the secret. So what you want to do is you want to go back down this way, and you want to go to the right. So yeah, I've always really liked this chapter. I've always liked the sort of underground ruins part. It's always been my favorite, probably my favorite part of the game. Except for maybe what happens next chapter, as you'll see. But I'm not going to wreck that. So yeah, we want to go up here, and as you'll see, there's some stairs, and if we go down those, who wants to guess what we're going to find? If you guess the big heart, you are correct, which will take us up to 13 hearts, which is great. So the more hearts, the better, of course. There's actually a really neat glitch that you can pull off with this big heart. There's a level coming up, of course, and if you go into that level and you come back out, that big heart will reappear even if you already got it. So you can keep entering the level, leaving, and then going and getting the big heart. And you can completely max out your life at the bottom. So you can get all the heart containers right off the bat, which is really neat. Although the interesting thing is that once you go to Chapter 7, your hearts will actually revert to the proper amount that they should be at. So it's not like you can use it for the rest of the game, but if you need some extra help during the chapter that's, or during the dungeon that's coming up, that's a really good trick to use, because it is quite difficult. Anyway, what's this? What is this big rock? It looks like metal melted by some great heat. It has 3 holes where something used to be. Some strange cipher is inscribed here, but you can't read it. So that's kind of odd. So it kind of has this weird big rock here, and this level is usually called Big Rock Tunnel, and that's where it gets its name, from that big rock out front. Yeah, here we go, dungeon number 2. Let's go up. And here, we have this, and we have some rats, which we haven't seen in quite a while. I don't even... Chapter 1 or 2, since was the last time we saw them, I believe. I don't think we've seen them since. If we go up here, we haven't seen these guys in quite a while either. Actually, yeah, we saw them in the last chapter. Anyway, that's actually a dead end. What you want to do here, and this thing in the middle is kind of hinting towards it, as it's kind of, if you look at it as an arrow, it's pointing this way. So if you walk through the wall, you'll see that there's actually something to our right. Although we're not able to go through that wall there. So what we actually want to do is we want to go back, because as you'll notice, when we defeat all the enemies, the first door that we came through actually opens as well, sort of indicating that we might need to go back, and we want to go to the right. So yeah, what we can do is we can go through this wall, and this is the second time now that something has been hidden in the starting room. If you think back to Chapter 5, when there was 2 sets of double hearts hidden in the first room. So yeah, hit that. And that opens that door. We don't even need to kill the other 2, but we can if we want. And I do want. Go in here, and we get the swords coming through the ground. They're just like the stakes, except they're going to be a bit more annoying in this chapter probably than the stakes were in the last one. I think they might take off a bit more health. I'm not entirely sure. But what we have here is the asterisks, and these are really cool. You can shoot them, and it just sort of shoots this weird thing. But if you press B while it's shot, it splits into 2 and hits what's on both sides of them if you do it right. So yeah, like that and that. So that's actually really neat. And this is probably one of my favorite weapons in the game. So we can just use it here, here. Get those 2 items. And we can also have used it like that. What this is, though, this is really nasty. This is a lot like the pinball that we saw last chapter. Except this is called the urchin. What we want to do here is we want to hit it, and then jump over it, because it takes off a lot of health if it hits you. So yeah, let's see. So we go up here, and it opens that in the side. Although we don't actually need to do that. We can just do this, and we'll open the top. But yeah, anyway, let's go on the side and see what's in here. And we have a sanctuary here with some hearts, which we will grab just because, even though we don't need them. And then we can head up. And then go here. And yeah, so let's go through here. And we got another room just like this one. We saw a pretty much identical room not too long ago. Yeah, anyway, it's easy enough to take care of. We go up here, and we have this. We have these fuzz things, which are a really big pain. And if they touch you, they won't hurt you, but they will stop you from attacking for a certain amount of time. And then we have those, we have the munchers. And what they do is they take up a lot of health, so not being able to attack combined with them is not a nice combination. So as you can see, we can't make this jump, we don't have the anklet. We can't walk through this wall here, so you can probably notice that bit of grass up there. So let's jump up, go up here, then we can go back down. And we can grab these hearts, and if you've been paying attention, you should know that you clearly can't jump up. And what you're going to want to do is go through this wall here, grab these hearts, and then if we want, we can go up here. Even though the switch to open this door is right here. So there's not really too much point on going up here, or at least that's what you might think at first, but you can fall through the floor here, just like we did in Chapter 5, in that one room where we fell to the evil room with the stakes below. And here we have some treasure chests. So let's see what's in these. And here we have a medicine bottle and more asterisks, which is awesome, because I think they're a great weapon. So let's go up here. Cool, so we should be ready now for whatever's in the next room. We have medicine and nice asterisk there. So, go through here, and we have the first appearance of the Hoodoo Doll. What this does is it just walks until it gets into your path, and then just starts shooting at you like crazy. Like every other boss, if it runs into you, it will instantly kill you, so you want to keep your distance. And its bullets, as you just saw, took off 3 whole hearts, so it's not exactly nice. And we beat it, the door opened, and this tile up here, revealing a try your luck switch. I believe this is the last one of the game. Let's see how it goes. +2, wow. My luck was awesome. I actually kind of wanted to get a minus to be able to show everyone what it's like, and that you can actually get negative lives from the try your luck sign. It's definitely one of the only games that actually takes away lives without actually dying. Another one that comes to mind is Donkey Kong Country 2. With those guys that hide in the barrels and you lose a life every time they run into you. Anyway, we can do this just to make it easier for ourselves. So if we go up here, then we can do this from here, getting both of those at the same time. And we just need to be careful with our timing here. Jump there, and good. Proceed through here, and we have the first appearance of Rocky. No, not the boxer. Nah, 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 nah. Yeah, you know how the song goes. I love that song. Anyway, beat him. And go up through here. And proceed on to another room that looks almost just like one that we had before, except there's way more of these enemies this time. So get that, and keep going, and we should be able to jump on both of these tiles to pick up a few extra items, which is very welcome. And yeah, more appearances of Rocky. So let's take care of that. It's always more difficult when there's 2. So let's see. There we go. Just a bit more. And this is a checkpoint room, I believe, if we end up dying by accident. And of course another one with swords, although it also has hearts, which is very nice. And we have a room with this type of Rocky. It has the same name, except that one, it's pretty much just another, it's like the Mummy, where it just walks around. You can walk through the wall here, and as we can see there's something on the other side that we're not able to reach. Although there's a tile here, which will give us more of that. But yeah, we can't get there quite yet. Although, obviously we'll be getting there at some point. Probably in the next minute or 2. So yeah, now we have this room. And let's defeat all the enemies. That was very close for getting hit. Although, as you see, I just got hit by one of those fuzz things. I can press B as much as I want now, and it will do absolutely nothing. I can even switch to my other weapons. I don't believe they work. But yeah, let's defeat all these. Ah. And again, I didn't actually get hit. I just got now I can't use my weapon. And they can keep hitting you even when you're flashing. So, yeah, and it's not like they just nicely bounce off the walls either. They just sort of hit you and then you have to deal with it. So, let's see, let's do that. Get that one. And of course we're going to have to wait one more. Yeah, you can't use special items either. Yeah, so you can press select to switch items, or you can pause. Never really pointed that out, but it's not too hard to figure out. So yeah, defeating all of them actually did absolutely nothing. I just wanted to show that. So in case anyone was wondering. What you actually have to do in this room is go through this wall here, which is actually kind of tricky to figure out. And then, since we went through the wall a few minutes ago, we realized that there's actually a room down here to the south, so we know that it's okay to jump. And we get more asterisks, which takes us up to 96. And we have another medicine bottle, which takes us up to 2. And we have another room with 2 hoodoo dolls this time. So let's try not to get hit like I just did. Let's not run into them. That would not be fun. And let's not get hit anymore, because I really don't want to. Whoa, that was close. Yeah, it's always harder when there's 2. You can use the asterisks to help out. You can also use your medicine bottles, because when you really suck, it can be nice. And I almost got hit there. Oh my gosh, that was really bad. I'm really failing at this battle. So good, that took care of that one. Yeah, it definitely makes it easier with the asterisks, since you actually don't need to be in their line of sight to attack them. I'm pulling so many lucky ones there. That was quite incredible. Wow, that was probably one of my worst playings of that boss in a long time. And of course, it's the one I got on video. Anyway, as you can see, it's not over. 2 boss fights, and we're still not there. We have a dark room to go through, but in this room, there's a really neat secret you can do by going to the left wall. The only way to really figure that out is to find it out yourself, or read Nintendo Power, because there's not really any way to know otherwise. And then we have a switch that opened up the treasure chest. Now we have 99 asterisks, more than enough that we should need for this boss, although it's going to be really helpful here. So we have the twin evil statues. All we want to do is just stand here and keep firing these off. Pressing the B button at the right time, jumping over their attacks, which is extremely simple to do. So yeah, keep going. You can only shoot one of these at a time, of course, because when we press B again, it splits them in half. There we go, killed them both. And of course, I had to get hit. Anyway, there's some parts to fix that. And there's also more asterisks in case we accidentally ran out somehow. So yeah, if you run out of projectiles, you can jump there and hit it with the yo-yo. Well, that is way harder, of course, and the fire can hurt you too. So yeah, and that is it for the second dungeon of Chapter 6. As you can see, it's pretty long, and yeah, it definitely took up quite a bit of time. It's gonna definitely be up there with the ghost tunnel. So wow, you've done it! Over 67,000 points now, and good luck. So here we are again, sort of left to explore the ruins, see what we might find. And keep going. So yeah, there was a lot of overworld stuff at the beginning of this chapter, and there's a huge, massive hole here. I wonder what that's all about. So anyway, let's keep going. See what we have. Let's go into this area to the right, and we have a person. Whoa. Hey Mike, it's me, Uncle Steve, you found me. He stands speechless. He looks very much like your father. Uncle! Are you alright? Yes, I'm alright. But you're fantastic. I'm very proud of you, Mike. Let me tell you what happened. Listen carefully. A month ago I found a big rock in these ruins. I think you know the one. I decoded the cipher. It told of an incredible story. So yeah, that would be the rock that we saw with the 3 holes in it right before we entered the second dungeon, of course. That melted heap of metal. On a faraway planet called Argonia, the Argonians battled evil aliens. The Argonians were all but destroyed. They sent out their last escape pod to Earth. Mike, that rock you saw is the burned remains of that escape pod, and the pod was carrying 3 very powerful magic cubes. They are very important. The evil aliens chased those magic cubes to Earth and abducted me to get at them. The story is complicated. Do you want me to repeat it? I think we were okay. Yeah, just saying yes would make him tell the exact same story again. The aliens forced me to reveal the location of the magic cubes. I'm ashamed. I was too weak. Now they've taken them from the big rock. The magic cubes must have been sent to Earth for a reason. Mike, please get them back from the evil aliens. You respond bravely, I will go to the alien spaceship and get them back. And you somehow know that there's an alien spaceship just waiting outside. Mike, leave me here, I'll be okay. Good luck. So yeah, as you can probably tell from the chapter's title, Reunion, we're finally reunited with Dr. J. And now, as our main quest is done, pretty much what we originally set out to do is to go rescue Dr. J, but now what we're doing is we are going to board the alien spaceship and go after those magic cubes. So as soon as we go up these stairs, the chapter will end. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. I really like this chapter. It's probably my favorite chapter in the entire game. There's just so many neat things about it. And yeah, I really like the way everything goes. So thanks. So yeah, thanks for watching. And I hope to see you next time for Chapter 7 when we go onto the spaceship. See you then. And there's that big hole. Also part of the one that we saw underneath too. So yeah, thanks and see you then.